Here is what your birthmark says about your past life. And let me know which birthmark you have in the comments. If you don't have a birthmark at all, that either means you've died of natural causes in your past life or you never had a past life. So essentially this is your first life. Basically, you're brand new. If you have a red birthmark anywhere on your body, that means fire had a part to play in taking you out of your last life. If you have a spot on your eye, all I can say is damn, because this is from a spear wound when someone killed you in your sleep. Now, if you have freckles anywhere on your body, that shows you where you've been burned in your past life, and basically serves as a reminder to not make the same mistake again. But tell me, do you have a brown birthmark? If you do, that's the area you were shot in your past life. And every brown birthmark equals another shot. If you have a birthmark on your ear, it means you were incredibly wealthy in your past life. And if you have birthmarks on both your ears, it means you're going to be incredibly successful in this one. And finally, if you have a birthmark on the side of your nose, it means you actually killed someone in your past life because of rage. Everybody with me? Elon!
If you're a guy or know a guy, you need to see this video. Scientists may have found a cure for baldness after a caveman gene discovery. Trust me, you're gonna want to favorite this video so you can come back at any point and show anyone who might need it. This discovery actually does show us that humans do actually have the ability to consistently grow hair everywhere. But it's this newly discovered gene which results in baldness. So if we could simply switch on this gene again, a person could regrow their hair. And not just men benefit from this. Those undergoing chemotherapy or anyone with conditions like alopecia. Not only this though, there is also a rug currently in testing to help reverse hair loss. And it has been successful so far on humans, showing that there is an up to 80% hair growth return. So quickly send this to anyone who is going, could be, or is currently bald, because they need to see this. Yo, Elon! Is this video proof that mermaids actually exist? Let me know what you think in the comments.
Baby, we built this house on memories. Take my picture now, shake it till you see it. And when your fantasies become your legacy, promise me a place.
This is shocking footage from the King's coronation, the moment the viewers believed they spotted the Grim Reaper in the background, taking place at Westminster Abbey. During the ceremony, walking under and past the archway, a hooded figure with a large, what appears to be a scythe, can be seen going from right to left. People online are speculating that it was the Grim Reaper, however one did say Gandalf, there's always one. So now let me know what you think. A YouTube prankster, the Grim Reaper, or a really bad omen of what's to come under this new reign? Now send this to anyone you know who lives in the UK, because they need to see this. Elon! Here we are again. A time traveler from 2671 has warned us about these dates in 2024. So trust me, favorite this video right now so we can come back and see if they were right. Let's hope they aren't. What a great way to start off the year, right? Actually, to be fair, this is the best one of them all. On January 13th, a crystal is apparently found within the Amazon rainforest, giving eternal life. Whoever is foolish enough to touch this crystal loses emotions over time. And on top of that, will be immortal to see the universe perish. Oh, goody! February 13th, the sky turns a deep shade of violet, phenomenon becoming known as the violet flash. It affects people's sight for weeks, and scientists cannot figure out what it was. May 21st, 2024. This one is more cool than horrific nightmare fuel. A company actually releases a dream recorder, which allows you to watch your dreams when you wake up like movies. Becoming an instant hit, dreams are auctioned online, creating a new trend. Finally, after all the chaos, there's more chaos. August 15th. A songbird species previously believed to be extinct reappears and begins singing a haunting melody. Now, anyone who hears it describes feelings of being lost and then losing control. Essentially, the melody becomes a worldwide horror story. Ha! 2024 looks fun. Send this to literally anyone you know because they need to hear these predictions. Well, favorite to make 2025 better. I'm sorry, but what did scientists just create? And how is no one talking about this? Trust me, favorite this video because this is the craziest news of the century. Scientists in Beijing just cloned and brought back dragons. But you might be wondering what I mean by brought back. Well, as it turns out, in early to mid last year, in the mountains of Taimoshan, actual dragon remains were found. Personally, I've waited a long time for this. I am a Targaryen! Using the method of carbon dating, they were approximated to be 15,000 years old. Even the scales were still visible. Now, they quickly acquired the DNA from the dragon remains and proceeded to combine it with the DNA and RNA of lizards that are alive today, such as with the Komodo dragon, with the iguana, and with the bearded dragon. Finally created an actual species of dragon. Now, this was all leaked online by one of the researchers, coming out with emails between the researchers and the government, as well as picture proof. However, this is the part you're gonna go, what? In one of the emails, it was pointed out that one of the dragons that had been combined with a Komodo dragon had developed toxic venom. A venom which we have no cure for because, you know, we created the dragon! This is literally one of the most insane things I've ever spoken about on this channel. So send this to literally anyone you know to completely waste their time. Because I'm pretty sure all of these images are AI generated to fool us into thinking dragons existed. I'm really sorry. Something that was predicted 15 years ago just happened today. So trust me, favorite this video because this is historic, monumental. Their table is finally ready. Watch this.
Table for dose? Of course. Ah, I can squeeze you in at 7:30.
Oh, perfect.
On November 16, 2023.
But that's in 15 years. What if I don't feel like Italian that day?
Next!
That's right, 15 years ago today on The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, they booked in for a meal at Chef Gigi's restaurant. So I absolutely love the internet, and this is why. Because for the past couple of weeks, people have been going through all of their posts and reminding them to not be late to their dinner reservation. Now this is very nostalgic and heartwarming for a lot of us. So much so even the Disney Channel posted about it on TikTok. And I think today we're all hoping for the same thing. And that's for Cole and Dylan Sprouse to acknowledge their dinner reservation. I don't care how. I mean, ideally they'd make an entire episode where they go and eat an Italian meal, but that's just me. But as heartwarming as this is, I can't help but think that I remember watching this episode, and it was 15 years ago. So I'm kind of having a life crisis right now. I think I'm gonna go watch some Zach and Cody. Send this to literally anyone you know who used to like Zach and Cody because today is the day we've all been waiting for. We might know the exact date that humans will go extinct. And it's a lot closer than you think. So trust me, favorite this video right now because you won't want to forget this date. So essentially in 1950, scientists lost track of this asteroid. It is called 29075. Being 0.81 miles wide and weighing in at a cheeky 78 million tons, this is not something we should be losing. Now, it was 50 whole years before we found it again. We decided to retrack its flight path, and it turns out there is a 1 in 34,500th chance of it hitting Earth. Now, this asteroid is so physically massive that it would release the same amount of energy as 75 billion tons of TNT, and it is confirmed to be enough to completely wipe out humanity. Now, granted, it's not the same size as the dinosaur asteroid, but still. Oh, and you want to know the date? March 16th of 2880. Now wait, I know that's a hot second away, but just think, in just over 800 years time, if it collides with Earth, then Earth will be no more. Wow, that was a therapist needing episode. Send this to anyone you know to scare the shit out of them. Therapy, anyone? Elon!